Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do this on the fancy calculator and also on Desmos and by hand. So we'll do it by hand first. This is already written in y equals mx plus b form, right? In other words, we know what the slope is and we know what the y-intercept is. So this number right here, negative 5 over 3, what's that called? Slope. Good. That's the rise over run, right? And then what's this little number over here? Y-intercept. So now if I were to graph this as an equation, what's that process? What's the first thing that I do? Yeah, the y-intercept. So I go right here at 2 and I put a dot. And then from there I would do the slope. So it's a negative slope, so that means I would go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then go over 1, 2, 3. From that dot I would go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go over 1, 2, 3. And then I would go the opposite direction. I'd go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go over 1, 2, 3. And then the other one will be over here somewhere. So, now here's the real question. When we do inequalities, the line itself is a boundary, and we have to decide if the x, comma, y values on that line are included or not. In other words, do I do a solid or dashed line?
Solid.
Solid. Why did you guys say solid? You're correct, but why did you think that? Because it's got this equal sign. Because it has the equal sign, we do a solid line. So I'm going to draw a solid line through these points. That's the first decision I have to make. Okay. Now the next decision I have to make is the shading part. What symbol is that? Do you guys know? Can you just say what it is? It's greater than. So y is greater than this. So when you think of y values being greater than the line, do you shade above or below? Above. So now you don't have to color it in. I like to just draw these little lines like this to let the reader know, hey, everything above the line can be a solution to this inequality. Because that's really what we're doing. We're saying what x, comma, y values make this inequality true. And it's anything in this shaded region. Okay? And that's it. Now which one looks like that on your paper though? Let's see. So now we got to do that on the fancy calculator. So remember on the fancy calculators, and then I'll show you how to do it in Desmos, it's basically the same thing. But I'm going to go to y equals, I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to say negative 5 divided by 3 times x plus 2. And then remember this, you got to go way over here, hit enter. And on the older calculators, you got to shade above the line. But when I do that, that'll shade above the line. Okay? So then if I go to zoom standard, which is 6, basically the same thing, right? So that's one way to do it on the fancy calculator. So we'll just take a little screenshot, put that right here. So that's what it looks like on a Texas Instruments calculator. Now over here, I basically do the same thing, except I could type it in. Now watch carefully. I'll go real slow. I'm going to say y. Now this is how you get the greater than and equals to symbol, greater than or equals to. I'm going to hit greater than first. You type it in how you would say it. So normally you would say greater than or equals to. So I type the greater than symbol, then I hit equals. So well, you can't see it, but I'm hitting the greater than symbol, and then as soon as I hit the equal button on my keyboard, it switches it over to greater than or equal to. And then from there, I say -5 divided by 3. See how it's shading above? X plus 2. Now, if I get rid of the equal sign, let me show you this too. Y is greater than -5 divided by 3 times x plus 2. Notice that that one has a dotted line. So Desmos is, legit. Desmos will do the dotted line or the solid line depending on the inequality symbol. Let me take a screenshot of that though. It's weird how that worked out. It's the exact same color that I think I used over here, yeah. So they all look the same. Any questions on that one?